welcome back to Eurolanche. A couple of days after that last pre-postseason game to an extent. We've got Attila, who is on holiday somewhere in Eastern Europe. I don't know where you are, man, with that wall as a background, but where are you, man? What's going on?
I'm in South Hungary, and actually here we consider ourselves as Central Europe. So, I'm in South Hungary, and I'm actually in my sister's room. So, if anybody see anything girly, then that's my rubbish excuse.
Here, man, these things happen. Don't worry, it's all good. No, I'd love to go to Hungary, and yes, Central Europe. You're completely right. To be honest, let's talk about something more central to an extent. That game on Sunday was just Saturday. It was just nuts, wasn't it? Oh my god!
It was Sunday. Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. You're right.
But obviously though, like it was just up and down and in and out, and obviously going to overtime. I mean, it was a pretty crazy thing, actually, because the Nuggets were playing at the same time. And just before Vegas scored to win the game, the Nuggets game was going crazy. The Vegas Avalanche game was going crazy. I was just like going, "Oh my god, this is nuts!" But how did you find? How did you find the game?
It was physical, and I'm not happy about the fact that basically we allowed Vegas to control the game. That was my feeling all the time, that the Avs was running after the Golden Knights. Okay, they had the lead 3 times, but I just don't know. I expected something. It was a little bit slow, sloppy. Grubauer was not as sharp as he should. I was a little bit like, I don't know, was not really happy about him, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, can't be all the game like against the Stars, I guess. So better to lose to the Golden Knights now than later.
Yeah, and obviously, I mean, just before we go into that there, but yeah, I agree with your Grubauer comment. He just seemed a little bit off it to an extent. But look, like obviously these pre-games are now over, but the Avs are not number 1 in the West. Are you disappointed after that strong start?
A little bit. I am. Basically, I wanted them to be the top seed, not because to be the number 1, but I wanted them to play against the Blackhawks. You know. Simple as that, because the Blackhawks got that winning culture. They still have the core who won 3 Stanley Cups. And I just think that from the moral point of view, beating the Blackhawks would be a much bigger boost than against the Yotis. No disrespect or anything, but they did not have too much success in the past. They haven't been in the playoff for like 8 years. And I know that they are a good team. They have a very good goalie. They are extremely good defense-wise. So I'm not taking any credit off from them, but I think beating the Blackhawks would be a bigger success.
And let's see what happens. Obviously, yes, Thursday night, against the Coyotes. We will talk about that in a little second. It's going to be Wednesday night. My bad, but the game is on early, and we'll talk about it in a second. But yeah, it was a little bit disappointing, because I think when it went to overtime, you sort of thought, okay, you can see Colorado getting a goal, but it was almost as if that's the same sort of pressure, or the team just didn't seem to play as good as in the first 2 games. Like, yes, they weren't playing too bad. I mean, they scored 3 goals, but that next level that they had in both those first games just didn't seem to be there against Vegas. But I guess when you're stuck in a hotel or in an arena in Edmonton, Attila, I guess you could get a little tired after a while.
Yeah, probably. And as I said, I just did not feel the whole game that they have the control of the game. Even when they were pushing, I just felt that the Knights are basically in charge of the game. And I don't know why or how, but all right. They are one of the powerhouses on the West, together with the Avs and the Blues. So there is, nothing to be ashamed of.
Absolutely. And it was, I guess, for a neutral, the game would have been a very good game to watch, but it was very end to end as well in overtime. But it's just obviously a disappointing ending. But look, you're spot on. There's no shame in that. Let's get to the next game. Just before we talk about the next game, obviously Eric Johnson's horse, which is called Landeskog, won in Kentucky, which is really ironic because it happened at the same time, didn't it, during the game?
Yeah, exactly. I was laughing so good when the commentary said that Eric Johnson has a horse called Landeskog. I said, that's brilliant. That's absolutely brilliant.
Oh man, here seriously, like you couldn't make it up. Like seriously, like the whole thing just happened, and yeah.
No, I mean
Like
it's wicked to see. You know what I mean? It's wicked to see that the guys have such a good relationship inside the team. That's
absolutely.
just brilliant.
And I'm trying to see if the game is being televised tomorrow night in the UK and Ireland. It's not. I want to just confirm that while I'm clicking on something here. It's not. You've got Columbus at Tampa, and you've also got Calgary at Dallas, which is just a disgrace. It's crazy to think that our game isn't on tomorrow night, but look, we're obviously still going to watch it. I'll tell you, like, you're on holiday having a few beers, so for me it's okay. It's actually it's a little bit better for me because it starts at 10:30 over here in the evening, which is great. But are you going to be up all night watching it tomorrow night?
Look, I'm on a 2-week holiday, so why not? I was staying awake when I was working in the morning, so now really I don't have any excuse. I don't even want to have one, so it's all right. I'm looking forward for it. So
yeah,
and it's not that bad because, like, let's say you can still go to sleep around 2 a.m. So if you still sleep till 8 o'clock in the morning, you still had like 6 hours sleep. So it's not that bad.
Spot on, man. And that's the thing. Like, obviously, the Coyotes won, I think, in 4 games against Nashville, so they have got that experience already of being under pressure in Edmonton and getting through. So, do you think there is any? I know we're both sitting here expecting the Avs to get through, but is there any sort of doubt eating away at you, going, "Oh my God, Arizona could win," or are you very confident going into the series?
I'm a little bit afraid of their goaltending. Kemper is an amazing goalkeeper, but I think it will be ridiculously hard. But I would say Avs in 6 games. I don't think it will go to 7, but it won't be like sweeping or anything like that. It will be tough, but Avs in 6.
Yeah, and I think obviously not having the home advantage. I know if you're in a playoff, you're going to have to go home and away, but taking that home advantage away from Pepsi Center as well is going to have that massive disturbance and massive disruption. But it's the one fact that I couldn't believe, actually, like, this is the first time the Avs have played Arizona since 1999 or 2000, which in the playoffs, which is just a little bit crazy. I mean, I was like 8 years old then, so that's a long time.
And the only thing that concerns me that the Yotis are one of the very rare teams this season who managed to shoot out the Avs. They won one of the games 3-0, and the other one we won only in overtime, I do believe. So it was not really a fairy tale against them. But still think that we are the better team. We have more depth, more scoring power. So really, it should be.
Should be, and I think that's the most important thing. It should be fine. Obviously, this first game is tomorrow night, Wednesday night at 10:30 UK Ireland, 11:30 Central Europe, 8 o'clock for game 2 Central Europe on a Friday. I'm sure we can chat before that there, man. But yeah, the games, the timing, just finally, man, the timing of games is beautiful. 8 p.m. for game 2, 9 p.m. for game 3.
It will be awesome. On Friday evening, I will be in my parents' house over in Serbia, in Subotica. So I think I will get my old man, open a can of beer, and let's enjoy it together.
Watch the game. We will see what happens. It's a very quick turnaround, man. You obviously got Wednesday, you got Friday, Saturday, and then straight into Monday. Hopefully, though, they can get maybe a couple of wins. Get a win on Wednesday, get a win on Friday, and start as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So, look, if they would sweep out the Yotis, I would be surprised and super proud. So, obviously, I want them to win every game, but I can't see Arizona not winning at least one.
I'm gonna say Avalanche in 5.
In 5, all right. We are not that far off.
They're gonna win 4-1. They're gonna win 3-0, and then they're going to then lose a game, and then in the 5th game, that's it over. But hopefully, man, obviously, game 5, game 6, and game 7, the times are to be determined. But if we go on the old ones, they're quite early, so let's see what happens. Actually, it's a pleasure to join you as always, my friend. Hopefully, we can talk again before Friday.
Yeah, I mean, 100% we can make it work. So I'm always happy to talk about hockey with somebody who is as passionate as I am.
Let's hope we're smiling on Friday.
because my family really don't care about it, So.
Man, all I want is seriously like Landeskog or Kadri or Nathan to get a goal, man, before on this first game. Get it in, get it started, get a win going, and we will be back before the game on Friday to hopefully recap a fantastic win.
Yes, absolutely.
Until then, though, Attila, thanks for your time, and everybody watching Go Abs, enjoy the series. It starts tomorrow night. Enjoy.
Thank you.